So we got Tom Shu on the show. Tom Shu also a sub, and I've seen Tom Shu around for quite some time. Tom, remind me where you're from.
What's up, guys? From Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Oh yeah.
Were you one of the people arguing in the chat earlier?
No, no, it was like a couple other guys. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Don't argue.
Yeah, nice low-key flex with the financial advisor thing. So hopefully we can get to where you're going.
Yeah, he's a great guy. If anybody needs financial advisor help, I got. Tom.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to talk about in the show?
All right, so today I want to talk about early on Reddit this morning, Doublelift. There was a clip posted on a Doublelift stream.
Yes.
He was talking about you know, the amount of trash talking that goes in like before games, and like how we're not getting that as much in LCS anymore. Like you can see the contrast between like LEC and LCS, like how much trash talk they're doing. Like see like the Attila versus Upset kind of thing,
Right.
and how we don't really get it as much versus as much as like we do, like we used to. And I mean, it sort of makes sense, but it sort of kind of takes away from the hype of the games when everyone goes into an interview and we're just like, oh, don't worry, guys, we're going to do it. We're just practicing hard, and just please cheer for us because we're doing the best we can. And yeah, follow me on Twitter, like me, follow my Instagram, Facebook, whatever, my MySpace, I don't know. And then you're going through and it's like, and I sort of understand why, because I don't know if you guys remember like the Acadian like meme that came up on Reddit, you know, TSM, all these peasants. Y'all heard of that one?
Yeah, but people love that.
Yeah, but that was great.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, but you could tell like afterwards, I think Acadian posted a tweet later. He said like, oh, after I'm never talking to Twitch chat again. Like you can tell, like, especially if that like chat, that meme or trash talk doesn't go well, it can like really like hit on someone's psyche. Like the community can be really harsh with that kind of thing. I want to get your thoughts on trash talk.
So should we just air the clip right now? Because I can air the clip. Mark, what do you think? Should I do it?
Yeah, if you want to, in case.
I'm gonna do that. Just I'll mute Discord and we can all watch it together. 1 second. Here we go.
Like, say something exciting, because LCS is just so boring if you say nothing, and everyone in every interview I've seen just says the same thing. Oh, we're trying our best, like we're practicing super hard. Oh, root for us next week, because like no one's gonna cheer for you or your team if you don't say anything interesting ever. I hate the most bland interviews. Anyways, like I have absolutely no problem, by the way. Like I'm not even like saying that I'm upset or anything about the backlash, because I think it's fucking cool that I like talk shit and people like TSM fans are super riled up, and like Team Liquid fans are defending me and they're arguing about like, oh man, like should Doublelift talk shit? Like, was he wrong? And then, you know, like it makes people talk about the game, makes discussion, it's interesting, like different opinions get like thrown in the mix there. It's cool. Like I have no problem with that. Like say something exciting, because LCS is just so boring if you say nothing, and everyone in every interview.
Sorry.
Okay?
He's back.
Didn't go.
There we go.
Enough.
We're back.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Hi. So there we go. So his whole argument basically, LCS is boring. People need to take risks and put themselves out there. Olleh, do you trash talk? I feel like you trash talk in a very strange way.
Before we hop onto that, I want to just.
Yeah. Well, you say you want to send people's mental to another country, which is a very unique way of trash talking.
Is that trash talk?
I don't know if it's trash talk. Do you think it's trash talk?
I don't know. What? Give me some example for of trash talk. What is trash talk?
Well, Acadian kind of.
Well,
trash
so
talk.
that's what I want to say. That's not fucking trash talk. That's memeing. Like the way he wrote that stuff, the fact that he had like the LMAFO after, like he's clearly joking, and like half the time that's how the trash talk in the NALCS is. It's like this tongue-in-cheek, like we're gonna smash Team Liquid today, and they're not like being serious. Whereas like European trash talk is like, I think this guy sucks, and I can't wait to show it today. And like I don't know the last time someone has like seriously been like, I actually think this guy's I just don't think he's good. Like players don't say that unless it's at Doublelift. Actually, I can't remember another player who's just like, yeah, I just think he sucks.
Yeah, this ties so well into my second point. Like, even if the like even if like they're not like only half joking, it's like the community can be so sensitive about these kinds of things. Like I even have a story about it. I remember like you remember when Broken Blade first came over to NA, right? And he first played he played like a solo queue game just to rank his account. And I think he wasn't taking it very seriously or whatever. And then I go to the TSM subreddit and make a comment like currently 1-4 and gold 3 XD. And I immediately get bombarded by angry TSM fans and like spam downvoting. Like even if you're not taking it seriously, but like other people, like the community can be real sensitive and like start attacking and lashing out at that sort of thing.
You went into the TSM subreddit and made fun of a TSM player?
Yeah, I mean,
you were shocked obvious that they were aggressive in response to you?
It was so obvious that he wasn't taking it seriously. Like, I mean, I think TSM fans, maybe it's just asking too much for them to have brains, but like, you should know that obviously he wasn't taking that seriously. Like, honest.
I feel like I go to the subreddits and I just assume they're going to be like the strongholds of crazy fandom. Like that's what those subreddits are. I don't.
Yeah, they're either the most extreme in favor of someone or the most extreme against people on their team. Like it's one or the other. But
okay, going back to the trash talk thing.
The way on the main sub too.
Yeah. Well, regardless, going back to the trash talk thing. I kind of miss. Well, you know what? Part of it is like Dardoch got himself out of a job, and that's the biggest thing that has occurred. Right? We've lost him. He was our trash talking.
Yeah, Twitch chat brought him up when I said I can't remember anything. Dardoch was great. Like that game that's TL that was like 2 years ago at this point when they lost to CLG, and he was like that shit was a fluke. They suck. I loved that. That was so good. Like. Not like, hey, hats off to them. I think we're the better team still, blah, blah, blah. He was just like, man, fuck that game. We should have won, and they're lucky. It was great. I loved it.
Olleh, why don't you trash talk?
Can I say some bad words on stage?
I mean, I don't think you should say fuck.
You should.
Or curse words. But I think you can say this person sucks, or they're not good. Or I know that I'm better than him, and we're gonna beat him, or something like that.
Well, I like Frogan told me I have to say that before game start, before the match.
Yeah, you have to say it. Yes, I agree. If you're gonna trash talk, you have to trash talk before the match. Because if you trash talk after,
the rules. It's trash talk.
No, I do agree. Because Peter says this all the time. If you say it afterwards, then it just looks like you're not taking any risk. You're not putting yourself out there. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with starting. I'm down with starting anywhere at this point. We're like a league with no pulse. Like, just give me a pulse. I agree. Like, the best trash talk is the confident kind beforehand, so that when you win, you can just kind of like be like, yeah, I said that. But like, shit, I don't care. Just like if you win a game and Olleh comes up to you and she's like, how'd you guys win this game? Like, you can say they played like shit. Like, you know, like I think that's fine. Be like, they're bot lane into us because I don't know what they were thinking. You know, like that's not that. I don't think that's trash. Like you're completely crapping on these guys. It's just honest. You know, like if Aframu or whoever or Sneaky teleports and forgets he can't cancel, and you guys get a free kill on him, like double it for Ashton Sneaky for doing that. Like, please trash on people when they do that stuff.
No, man, the 100 T fans are just going to be all over you when you do that, though.
Wait,
Great.
so
they were all over me. I'm still kicking.
so if I win and then I say I won because they play like so shit solo queue player without brain.
Okay.
Yeah. just drop the shit. If you say that's just don't say shit. Just play. If you think like, well, one, you should say what you think. You shouldn't just be a W like a comic book villain. But like, if you play against a bot lane and you guys crush them, and you think they play bad, just be like, yeah, they played terrible.
So Hunter in chat, Hunter who runs Golden Guardians and is rapidly trying to pull Olleh's internet connection from his computer, says, why do we think the polite answer is dishonest? Lots of these guys are genuinely humble.
I mean, I don't think the polite answer is always dishonest, but I mean, we talk to these guys off camera, we see them, and though I speak to half these guys, I know the way they talk is totally different.
Yes, that is true. I do agree with that. Is that I've seen a lot of players behind the scenes be much more bold than they are in interviews. And then Danon says, watch Soren's interview after TL. And yeah, Soren's interview after TL was very like...
It was great.
It was great, but there was no trash talk. It was the opposite. Like Olleh tried to get him to say something spicy, and he was just sort of like, yeah, you know, we're still working on it. We have a lot of respect for these guys. I think we got a lot better because we were able to scrim them. So...
Or he could have said, I don't know why Impact thinks he can play Yorick. Like, you know, that's probably what the trash talk answer would be then.
Yeah, that would have been awesome if they did that. But like, yeah, it feels like the entire league has just become sanitized. Like, do you guys think the community sanitized Dardoch, or do you think that was just something else?
I don't think anyone sanitized Dardoch. I think Dardoch got himself off the LCS stage because of...
I don't think it was related to his trash talk. I think it's zero relation to his
he would still be trash talking right now if he was on stage. Part of the problem is he like went from teams that placed top 4 to teams that struggled at the bottom of the league, and I think it becomes even harder for him to trash talk when he's losing a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
And to be fair, for people who are like, I just like we want to see the world burn type thing, I think it's more I just want people to be authentic to themselves. Like Olleh, if you're not a trash talker and you're like you're one of the, I think you're probably the best player in the league for like the good guy personality and like the happy-go-lucky, laughing all the time guy in the league that fans connect with. Like I actually think you're one of the best at it. And so like if people are happy-go-lucky and goofy like you, then like great, you can be that guy too. Just please be yourselves on camera and don't be, I think you know, we're working hard and it's going to be great.
That's so boring.
Yeah, exactly. So like I think the way you are is great. Like I actually think you're one of the few people who we have on the call right now who I wouldn't actually want to see change how they act in interviews, because I actually love your interviews.
Yeah, but I'm learning trash talk now. Maybe I can mix. Good
Yeah,
way.
you can do both.
Do it.
I want to see. I think Olleh should come out and do like an Olleh version of trash talk, which is like, I don't know, something like, yeah, you know, he didn't play good enough, or something like that. Just like
That's so big. I can
solo
really
player.
strong trash talk.
yeah. I'm really worried because I'm afraid that Olleh will over-index on this now, and he's gonna come out and be like, oh, he's a fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna fucking destroy him, and people are like, what the hell?
Well, maybe I will just say, if I smash their botio, I will maybe say, didn't they get paid yet? Or like they don't have salary, or didn't they have office to play, or
I'm not, what, could you explain that? Didn't they get paid at Olleh? You mean like they're not playing well because they haven't gotten paid or something?
Yeah, it's like some player haven't got salary for 3 months and then they just threw the game on stage.
Damn, Steve must have defaulted on his loans.
Jesus. I don't know what's going on. I think that might be a little too much. But I don't know. Mark, thoughts?
Yeah, I would keep it to on the riff stuff.
That's what I mean. If you were
gameplay-related
coaching
stuff.
Olleh, now Olleh's going to come out and be like, I've heard his sister's not very attractive. Maybe that's why they didn't win today or something. It's just like, what?
Yeah, no. They're bad. They're good.
Yeah.
I played solo queue players. Could have played that better. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Tom Shu, any final thoughts on this topic?
Yeah, please just try and like make the LCS a little bit more interesting, please. Because I know LCS is doing this like pretty well, and I think the LCS has the ability to do it some more. And just make sure you let me on the show more, damn it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, you have to earn your way on. Yes. Okay. Yes. Hey, listen. I am rapidly growing more and more a critic of the LCS broadcast lately. Unfortunately, Mark's on the show. I feel weird talking about it, but I agree that trash talk could help out.
I don't know. Mark's segments are great. Like the hot pepper and the helium. Those are hilarious.
And the weatherman?
Yeah, that was good.
The weatherman, I wanted to go clip the weatherman thing that you did at Yahoo and share that, because that wasn't the first time that you'd been weatherman. It was just the first time anybody really watched it.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
I'll find that one.
Hey, thanks, Tom Shu. I'll catch you later.
Yep. Have a great night.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Danon asked, did we like Steve's analysis of his own teams? post
Well,
game.
I thought, by the way, the analyst desk segment with Steve was hilarious because for some reason, Steve, like, obviously you guys couldn't find Andy. You wanted to have Andy on, you couldn't find Andy, so you dragged Steve up, and like for the first 30 seconds, it felt like it was just you and Hi and Dash, and was there somebody else on at that time?
No, there was. So you're misremembering a lot of things. One, we
Okay.
brought Steve on intentionally because he had a bet with Dash that they would go 18-0. If they went
You guys said
18-0,
you couldn't find Andy, and Olleh was tweeting about how she couldn't find Andy.
yeah, I think Olleh couldn't find Andy. We wanted Steve, and James wasn't there because he was sick. So Freak was the host.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it was so funny because I felt like all you guys just immediately shit on Steve. And Steve was like, oh, like one of you guys would say something and be like, yeah, Team Liquid, blah, 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 York. And Steve would be like, oh, yeah, well, and then somebody else would come in and just like dog. And I was like, damn, this is like dog pile on Steve. This poor guy just had to watch his his undefeated team become defeated. And he's just sitting there surrounded on this broadcast by people. Like, I was literally trying to find the GIF or GIF, depending on how you want to say it, on Twitter of like the airplane scene where people are all just in a line to beat the crap out of whoever's sitting in the chair, because that's what I felt like that was. It was like you guys didn't give Steve a chance to talk until everyone had shoved their knife in.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that segment could have been handled better, but it was still pretty funny.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, how did Steve? I thought Steve was pretty good about his team and pretty honest about it. I thought he did well.
Yeah, I liked having him on. I know he's having been there after losses in the post game room. I know he has he's always very opinionated about when his teams lose. So I was hoping to get some of that on there, and I think it came through.
Yeah. All right, on to the next caller.